Hey everybody, this is Chad from Zombie Fight Shark, and welcome to the Europa Complete Walkthrough. Europa, the Shapeshifting Synthesizer from Propellerheads, and available as a native instrument in Reason, or available as a VST, and they are basically identical. And you can kind of tell from looking at them that they're basically identical. The back of the VST is the only thing that's different. So it's only got this one out right there, whereas the back of the Reason one has some extra routing options. I am going to be using the Reason native one just because it's easier on processing, since I'm going to be making some pretty long videos. But when we get to the end of it, I will cover both the back of the VST and the back of the Reason native instrument. So otherwise, if you're using Europa in Logic or whatever, then doesn't matter. You just go ahead and keep using it, and you can follow right along. Everything is going to apply just the same. So this first episode is just going to be the pieces. So what are all the pieces to Europa? Because it's got a lot, actually. This is going to be a long series. So first, it's got 3 engines. And I think engine is the best way to describe them because each one of these has its own moving parts. Like you see, this doesn't change. All your different sections don't change, but you can kind of, I like to think of it as an engine has all these different modules in it that do different things, and so your engine here is driving the sound. So the wave section, which is kind of the core to everything, and then it has its own individual pieces. You got modifiers, you got all your knobs. We're going to go over all this stuff in other episodes. Then your filter, spectral filter, and then how to change your spectral filter, harmonics there. And there's so much stuff in this that's so cool. I'm actually like really pumped to go through this. Then the unison section, to fatten and thicken up that sound, and do a couple of other neat things with it. After that, you got your user wave, which is you get into so much customization, and then you got your levels where you can send each one of your engines to the filter or not, and then from your filter you got your amp, kind of ADSR. That part's pretty standard. Master volume, number of voices, that stuff's pretty standard, fair for everybody. Key modes, poly, retrig, legato, so I think standard again, portamento, standard. Envelopes. So this is where you get into another section that's extremely powerful in Europa, because of what you can do with these envelopes and drawing them, and you could just get crazy. We're going to get into it. I'm trying to not get too excited. Then LFO section, you have 3 LFOs. If you've seen my Thor series, then you'll know about a modulation matrix and all of the wicked cool stuff that can be done with it. And so that's what we have here. You can assign your LFOs, you can assign your envelopes, you can do routing, all kinds of cool stuff. Pitch and mod wheel, I think we know what those are. Those are pretty standard for every soft synth now. And then we have our effects units down here on the bottom. So we got phaser, distortion, EQ, delay, reverb, compression, all built in. And these are pretty dang respectable effects units. Of course, you have your own and your favorite. We all do. I'm real big on reverbs in particular. I've got ones that I really, really like to use. And distortions I'm real picky on. Because I used to play in a metal band, so I like my distortions. But yeah, so you got it built in, and it's going to keep you from using too much processing power. So those are all the pieces that we are going to cover in this series. I'm really excited. Thanks for watching. Buckle up. We are going to go through the entirety of Europa, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be awesome. And hopefully at the end of it, you're going to understand what every single one of these knobs and faders and routing options and everything does. It's going to be wild. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.